So Marvel have lost a lot of goodwill with the fans. Like, every single thing they seem to release at the moment is either connected to the multiverse or is just poo, really. It's just awful. But we finally had this, and let me tell you, it was so good. It's the best thing they've put out in ages. All the actors involved gave great performances. They all like really pulled me into the actual story. I love the fact that Nick Fury is somewhat out of touch because of the blip, and everybody around him is telling him that he stands no chance against these Skrulls and the invasion is coming. And of course, he is reluctant and he doesn't want to listen because he's a stubborn bugger. And of course, like, you know, all these people are telling him this, right? And all these people are human, like, they're not superhuman or anything like that, right? And the funny thing is that Skrulls, all of them, they have super strength and the ability to shapeshift. So already they're a great threat, right? And now you essentially have an army of them. Of course, Nick Fury is out of his league. Why wouldn't he be? He's just a guy. Yes, he is like served, but bloody hell. To go against this is like crazy. It's really crazy. And the story lets you know that. Talos seems to have had a lot happen in between this and Captain Marvel. Granted, 30 years has happened. We're kind of getting fed little bits of it as the plot goes on. It's interesting. I do like his dynamic with his daughter and his dynamic with Nick. I think that's very good. I also really like the fact that the enemies are housing a group of refugees. So they've come to like this Skrull safe haven. So the thing is, like, not everybody at that camp is actually a bad person. And that's fantastic because not everything's black and white. You know, some people just want a place to live. And that is exactly what the story is telling us. Like, in this, a lot of people were mentioning, you know, Captain Marvel was supposed to find the Skrulls a home. She never did. And then something was supposed to happen. But the way that things kind of work is that wasn't kind of the thing that made the Skrulls hate us. What made them kind of against us was actually the blip, which makes a lot more sense if you think about it. Because, you know, being angry for 30 years and just sitting around and doing nothing is a bit stupid. So having the blip be the instigator works a lot more. I've seen so many people angry at the fact that the AI is creating the intro for the sequence. But the thing for me is, one, it's a 1 minute clip. Two, it's very short, very quick, and we don't really need to watch it every single episode. And two, the people in the visual effects department are being whipped constantly by Marvel, having things rushed out, and people have just got crazy expectations. Like, I've seen this one guy tweet saying, oh yeah, you know, they should just get some artists to do it and then pump it out in a week. Yeah, because it really takes 1 week to pump out such good looking art and these great visual effects. No, it doesn't. Think about it, right? The AI, whilst it's not great, you know, people aren't losing their jobs for it because it was never offered in the first place as a job. So I think a lot of people are kind of angry at it for no reason. Now, I understand that there is a lot of talk going on between the art community and AI, but I don't really see how that plays into this personally, because as I said, no jobs were offered, and, you know, we don't want to pressurize the visual effects guys any more than they already are. You know, some shots in this episode were a bit dodgy, but it still looks a lot better than some of the other shows they've been putting out recently. And as I said, I absolutely loved watching this. I cannot wait for the next episode. It was just so good and so riveting.